Hello there everyone, this is MarcBrightside and welcome back to Yume, Nikki. I apologise for the lack of recent updates with this LP. I realise that this LP is what most people actually watch me for, but I've been coming up to the end of my academic year at university and just trying to get all the work in for my various exams and other assignments has taken up a lot of my free time, but now that that's over and done with, I can hopefully get back to making videos again, and finally finish off this LP sooner rather than later. Anyway, for this video we're only going to be getting one effect, and in order to do that we need to get back to Hell, and we're going to be taking the same route that we took to get to the docks before. So we have to fumble around in the forest world for a while. I cut away, don't worry. I never remember where the doorway is in this area. I know it's vaguely up and to the left of your starting point, but I don't know where it is in relation to anything else. So there's that. But we're going to be taking the same route that we took to get to the docks, as I mentioned already. And this is by far the fastest way to access the area that we're going to be going to this part, because a lot of people have problems with this effect. As you see right here, we're taking the same route as we did before, but a lot of people think that this is one of, if not the most annoying effect to get in the game. I personally don't agree with that, but we will be getting to the most annoying effect fairly soon. Anyway, follow the route to get to the staircase to the docks, and then if you take this corner and then pop around here, it's mostly muscle memory because everything looks the same. Then we'll eventually find this doorway, and this is the only doorway of its kind in Hell, so there's no worry about going to the wrong area. Taking this path will bring us back to the dense woods, where we were a few parts ago. And if we head over to the right, we'll be faced with a black screen. Yeah, you need the lamp in order to pass through here. This is one of only 2 areas in the game where you need the lamp in order to progress. The first one being the area you get the knife in, which we did back in part 1, which was about 3 years ago. No, it was almost a year ago though, that's quite concerning. But there's nothing interesting in this area aside from the eyes in the trees. This part's actually quite short if you've been paying attention to the ticker at the bottom. Yeah, that's because when I was recording the video for this section, I actually picked up all of the remaining effects, all 4 of them. But I had the problem of how to reorganize them into episodes. It was a choice between either having one very long episode or one short episode and one medium length one, and I chose to split them up this way. So this part's going to be a little bit short, but the next one will be longer, so either way you'll get your fix. But if we go around that long arse pathway, then we'll find this train car, and it's important to make note of the colour of the sky above us. I'll explain why in a moment, but for now, let's go inside. Let's sit next to this nice man right here. Ugh. Yeah, something about him always bothered me. A lot of people find him genuinely unnerving. I can see why. Right, the reason we had to take note of the colour of the sky is because when you first get to this area, the sky above the train car will be blue, but if you sit next to that man and wait long enough, then the sky will turn dark red. If the sky is dark red when you leave the train car, you can actually head to the left and arrive on the Witch's Island, and this is the only way to get here. As I mentioned before, a lot of people have problems getting here, just because it's so cryptic and so hard to do unintentionally. Like, you might arrive at the train car and not know that you were supposed to sit there and wait. I don't actually know how long you're supposed to wait there. I think it's... I'm not sure actually, I genuinely don't know, because there have been times when I've sat there for, upwards of 2 minutes and had nothing happen, and then there have been other times where I've sat down for about 30 seconds and it's taken me here, so I've no idea what causes it. If anyone knows, please feel free to tell me, as always. But there's only one effect on the island, and it's the one we're going to be picking up, so I had to stop and see if you could stab that man in the water, just because I was curious and I've never tried it before. But if we head to the left, past this bridge, there is a tree with glowing red eyes, and interacting with the tree will get us the witch effect. Equipping the effect will allow us to ride a broomstick by pressing the 1 button, which doesn't really do anything, in all honesty. I know that in another game very similar to this, which I will discuss in the future, there's a very similar effect where you ride a broomstick and that doubles your speed. However, in this game, nothing. Doesn't do anything, you move at the same speed as you do when walking, so which effect's largely pointless aside from one thing that I'll be showing off soon. So look forward to that. Anyway, if we head back into the main body of the Witch's Island, i.e. the area that we got to from the train car, you might remember we walked past those creepy pale women with the black hair. These women do actually do something, so let's equip the cat and see how they react. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what that's supposed to be exactly, but hey, it's a thing. It doesn't really do anything. They're not threatening to you at all. You can touch them and they don't harm you in any way. So yeah, let's just move on. I'm going to show off the one useful, well, it's not really useful, but the one thing that you can do with the witch effect, which in order to do we're going to have to head back to the mall. However, there's one thing that I didn't know when I was recording this. You can't just arrive at the mall and use the witch effect here, because if you do, there are traffic cones blocking these escalators. In order to actually get this to work, you need to arrive at the mall from the Staircase of Hands. I didn't know this when I was recording this, because I've never actually gone out of my way to do this event before. This is new to me. Well, not really, because I knew what it would do, but I've never actually, you know, done it myself. I've just watched a video of it. So, you get to watch me flounder around for a few seconds trying to work out what's going wrong before it eventually clicks, and I'm like, oh yeah, you can get here from the Staircase of Hands. And then this happened when I woke up. Yeah. Very, very rarely when you wake up from a dream, Madatsuki will wake up with a crick in her neck, which basically all it does is mean that you'll always be facing left. It wears off if you go back to sleep and then wake up again, but it's the most pointless little detail, and I've never actually had it happen to me before. So that was a bit different. But anyway, I get lucky with the beds and I'm able to get straight to the Staircase of Hands, so I didn't even have to edit anything out there. That was just a bit of welcome luck on my part, because I've had some... well, some of the events have been a bit of a pain to activate recently, so happy that went well. But if we do get to the mall from here, that traffic cone will be gone and we're actually able to progress. I don't know if exiting and leaving again will reset the traffic cones. I didn't really want to find out. But if we do take this route, we'll arrive on the rooftop of the mall. Yeah, it's weird that you go down to get to the rooftop, but never mind. Sometimes that cat's eyes glow, but I don't know what triggers it, so... yeah, it's not really that interesting anyway. But if we equip the witch and get on the broomstick, we can activate a very pointless but kind of awesome Easter egg. And to do that, you just head to the far right of the building and interact. When I was recording this was the first time I'd ever actually got this to, well, not get it to work, first time I'd ever tried. And it's actually kind of cool. You control Madatsuki by moving up and down, left and right. There's nothing really to do though, there are no enemies or obstacles, so it's just a nice, relaxing thing. So, I'm gonna leave this here actually. I'll see you in a few moments. And with a rude awakening, this has been MarcBrightside, and this has been Yume Nikki. For the next part, we will be picking up the remainder of the effects, and moving on to the miscellaneous rubbish that I haven't covered so far in the LP. So, again, I don't know when the next part will be uploaded, But until then, take care and goodbye.